All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Gandy's Tackle Talk. I appreciate you tuning in. Sorry it's been a while since I've posted any shorts or anything like that. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. We just introduced Wesson, Waylon's little brother, into the world. So we've been dealing with that, trying to get used to having two boys in the house. So anyway, but today, hold on, bud. Today we are going to do what's in the bag. So we're basically going to do kind of a unboxing, but it's more of a Walmart bag full of stuff that we're going to show. So I'm going to have Waylon hold the bag. Now wait a minute. Can you say hi to the camera?
Hi.
All right, pull one thing out at a time, and we're going to go through it, okay? What is that?
It's a bait.
Yeah, it's a bait. All right, we've got a KBD spinner bait, 3/8 ounce, okay? These things are great. This is probably my favorite spinner bait that I use. I have caught more fish on this spinner bait than anything. So KBD and Strike King, thank you. This is a phenomenal bait. This is the 3/8 ounce. I can't remember what this color is. Yeah, I don't know what this color is, but anyway, really, really good, solid spinner bait. I've caught a ton of fish on these. They're great. All right, what's next? Oh, you know what this is? The Gambler. This is the Big Easy 5 1/4. This is my favorite color of the Gambler Easy Swimmers. This is Florida 5.0, and this is one of my favorite baits to throw, especially in dark water. Yeah, you want to show it to the camera? What is that called?
It's a swim bait, and it just swims in the water.
It swims in the water? Yeah, and it catches bass, right?
Right.
Yep. So that's a wonderful color for dark water down here in Florida. This color was specifically designed for Florida bass fishing. So it's a great color, one of my favorites. And I always use this during the spring, summer, and some fall. Hold on, buddy. I know. Hold on. But I always use this in the spring, summer, and even in the fall. During the warmer time of the fall down here in Florida, this is a great bait to burn across the top in grass, pads, whatever. You can even put it on a weighted hook and fish it that way as well. So great bait right here. So we've got, we had a little spill here. Okay, hold on. So let's start right here. Let me put this stuff back in here.
I got another spinner bait.
That's swim baits. So we have a second pack of the Gambler Big Easy. This is the Florida 5.0 again. So I got 2 packs of those. Reason I got those is because we have a tournament coming up in April. Went ahead and kind of stocked up on those. What's next, buddy? Can you pull one more thing out? Hold on, let me get the bag untangled there. There you go. Pull one more thing out. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right here we have the Owner. This is the oversized worm hook, okay? And Owner makes a great hook. Now, I do typically use, hold on, buddy. I do typically use the Laser Sharp Pro Series as my kind of all-around go-to EWG hooks and worm hooks. But sometimes for some of the bigger Senkos, the bigger ribbon tails that I use, I need that extra length. And the Laser Sharp Pro Series doesn't really have that big of a hook for some of those baits. They still work, but they're not quite, hold on, they're not quite as big as they need to be in length. So I like to get these Owner oversized worm hooks.
More bait.
It's got a little bit more up here for that soft plastic to sit on, and it just lengthens that hook down. So your hookup ratio on those longer, 8, 10, even 12-inch worms, hookup ratio is going to be way better. So this is actually a 7/0 hook. So it's a very stout hook, but I usually use this to fish heavy cover. So I need a stout hook. So that's going to be great. Did you find them, buddy? Okay. Sit up here. And what is next? Oh, we got those there. Okay.
We got those.
Get up in your chair. Wiggle your way up. Berkley Fusion. Okay.
I'll hold that remote.
Okay. You can hold the remote. Just don't push the button because it'll stop the camera, okay? So this is the Berkley Fusion. This is a weighted frog hook. This is specifically made for frogs. And you can see it's got a double hook there, all right? Really, really stout hooks from the Berkley Fusion line. Now, at first, I didn't really care for these, but I found that they are actually really good hooks if you do
Daddy,
what, buddy?
Is this a remote?
It is a remote. Just hold on to it. Don't push the button.
Phone.
Yeah, it's to turn the camera on. But I found if you do the hook trick, I think it was my first ever video on the channel, where you file down, that little barb on the hook, the little tiny barb. If you file a flat spot down on that, these are actually great hooks. You don't lose fish on them, but you have to do that trick because I found that they shake these a lot. So, but once you do that trick, they do great. So, but it's got the nice little corkscrew on there, twist lock for frogs, and yeah, so great little hooks, and they're not too bad on the price. What's next, buddy? Okay. Oh yeah, we've got the Miralure. Okay, I've used a lot of their stuff in the past. I've never had any issue with it, but I found these the other day and wanted to get them. They're 3/8 ounce, but they are a swim bait head with a twist lock on them. And I really, really like that for those Kitech style swim baits, and even like the regular Gambler Easy Swimmer. I would prefer either the Little Easy or the Easy Swimmer for these, but these really shine on those Kitech style swim baits. We got something else? Okay. And so I really like these, and that twist lock, you can keep that soft plastic on there for a long time. You can catch a lot of fish off of one soft plastic unless they rip the tail off or something like that. But you don't have to worry about your bait sliding down off of the hook keeper with that twist lock. And then, is that all?
No.
Is there anything else in there?
Yeah.
Where? No, I don't think there's anything else in there.
I'm going to throw this away.
You're going to go throw it away? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, you'll be right back. But my little helper there. But then last but not least, this is basic. They at one of the stores I go to, they had some of these 1/2 ounce, just the standard lead bullet weights. 99% of the time I'm using tungsten. But when it comes to those situations, thank you for throwing that away. Oh, don't fall. Let's fix the curtains here. When you're fishing in really heavy cover, like let's say you're just throwing a Texas rig, but you need a little bit heavier. Okay, you can hold the weight. But when you're fishing a little bit heavier cover, like reeds or grass or something like that, you need that heavier weight to get down through there. But you're fishing a ribbon tail or a big Cinco or something like that, and you're casting it into heavier cover, but you find a lot of fish. Don't put that in your mouth. These right here are $2 and some change for this pack. So I would suggest, this is a little tip for everybody, switch over to the lead. That way, in case you do get hung up, you break off, whatever happens, you're not losing a $6 or $8 tungsten weight, because that gets very, very expensive. And I don't know about you guys, I don't keep that many 1/2 ounce tungsten weights. I might keep 2 in my box. So this is a lot better option for if you're going to be catching a lot of fish out of an area. You find an area that has a lot of bass in it, and you're fishing heavy cover, and you're bound to break off a few times throughout the day, just because it happens. You get hung up, this, that, and the other. But these right here are a lot cheaper option. And so what you can do is you can fish around until you find the fish. And then, can I see the weight? And you may, have tungsten on, but once you find that group of fish, switch over to this, because they're not going to notice that. They're not going to notice the difference. You just need to get that bait in there, and you need to not lose a bunch of expensive tungsten. So just a little tip that I do, but that's it, guys. Just a little bit of a haul that we did. I just went and got a few things that I needed. Okay. You're going to put it up there. But anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Waylon, for helping me. I love you, buddy. And he's going to be in more videos as we go farther into this. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I really, really appreciate the support. And if you guys have any questions about any of these items, let me know. I will be glad to answer any questions. You guys have a blessed rest of your week, and I will see you on the next one.